fuel subsidy removal. NNPC contracts Innocent Motors to manufacture city buses. Welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel. NNPC to deploy hundreds of city transit buses nationwide. NNPC has asked Innocent Motors to make hundreds of buses as the fuel subsidy removal is likely to hike up transport costs. The buses made by the indigenous car manufacturer can use both gas and diesel alternatively. Innocent said, I am doing city buses for NNPC, the one that we use gas, 100 units. I am producing it from start to finish. It will purely be gas. It will be purely gas. But I made it in such a way that in case that there is scarcity of gas, it will use diesel, so it can change as an alternative. He added, I can produce electric cars and make gas its alternative. I wanted to start producing electric cars, but Nigeria is not yet ready. Immediately Nigeria is ready, I will produce it. I have made the study and trained people on it. It is a good development, and we are ready for it. Sincerely about this particular subsidy, the thing is, except we are just hearing this news now, like we are just hearing it now today, except it has not been going on background, then it is late. But if it has been going on for a long time, that the contract has been done for a very long time, the contract has been assigned to him for a very long time, then there is no problem. But if at the end of the day it is just now, then how well will he produce it? Okay, how well, how fastly? Well, the thing is, on that first subsidy, I keep saying it. Whatever they are proposing is like, they always come out and say things. I keep saying it, that this government talks at the people and not to the people. And this government does not in turn listen when the people talks. I am making this suggestion today. I've been making it for a long time. The salaries of those in National Assembly, State House Assembly, the presidency, governors, every one of them, let their salary also experience subsidy. Subsidize it. Sometimes you see people walking on the street without clothes on. When I mean people who do not have. And yet wardrobe allowance that some people have not seen in their life is being paid to people who, most times you see them on television, they sit and snore while things are being presented to them. Like, I keep asking myself, then why? I'm saying this, that if they start slashing the money from the presidency down to the State House of Assembly, they would not have slashed everybody before they will get the money needed for this subsidy. And to even think of that somebody stood behind, the government, the governor of Kaduna State came out and said it is a supported motive, that after all, that the first subsidy in Nigeria helps neighboring countries. And I'm saying, wait, are you saying that Nigeria is doing things for neighboring countries? Again, ignoring the citizens. It is only in Nigeria that you see somebody who his child is sick, is taking after one, who is taking after a child whose parents are there, abandoning their child. It is only in Nigeria. So on the issue of Innocent producing motors, city buses. Well, his idea is a fantastic one. He's a businessman, so he's always going to keep wowing him because that's his line, and he will want to keep delivering. Okay, you are removing subsidy on petroleum, and now you're bringing buses to reduce the effect. Already, fuel or gas these buses are using is higher than what you are subsidizing. What is the difference or the solution to the equation here? Okay, this is just to make it seem like this subsidy removal is our thing. If I were Innocent, I would rebuff this approach for the sake of a poor. Life is harder in the suburbs where you won't find these buses. This one hits the nail on the head. What about those who they are not going to be able to get to these buses? Life is already hard. What am I saying? Life is already harder, if there is anything like it. Life is more like very extremely difficult now for some people. I keep saying it. Once upon a time, there were people who ate 3 square meals comfortably And they even wasted food. Now, those people that ate 3 square meals, they get to a time where they were eating 2 square meals a day. And now, those people eating 2 square meals, they are now stringent. Like they're telling their children, no, it is only, when you come back from school and when you're going to school that you're going to be eating. Because after all, you're going to be studying, in the hours of the afternoon and morning. They are stringent. Some people have cut their coats and cut these coats according to their clothes to the extent that they are now forcing themselves to, as in, the clothes is almost tearing. That is how stringent and how difficult some people's lives are. Some people toil from dusk to dawn, yet on a daily basis, they find it difficult to get what themselves and their loved ones will feed on. It is that difficult already. And you bringing this removal of fuel subsidy and saying 5,000 naira. And I'm saying these people are people who, what is 5,000 naira to them? I keep saying that the best solution to this problem is, solution to this problem is when these people, their salaries are slashed. Let them feel a little, even if you slash their salary by, let me say 40 or 50%. Do you know that it will still be enough for them? People do not even have to eat. 2019 was COVID-19. 2020, the wave was still there. Then just as the country was recovering, there was NSAS protests. A lot of people lost valuable. A lot of people. And then the economy went from worst to, I don't know, below 6 feet. And it is plunging downwards on a daily basis. There is one solution. Slash the salaries of these people you call government workers. For crying out loud, they are still public servants, right? And then pay them in the line of these public servants. Use the money to pay for fuel subsidy and leave these people who are barely hanging on life. Leave them alone. They did not commit any crime becoming Nigerians. And of course, they did not choose it. Sincerely. These are the things you wake up and you say, oh, you just wish like you had the opportunity to choose. They just brainwash you to think Innocent and gas-powered buses and forget the big issue you should fight, which is the subsidy removal. Okay? The truth is that these governments can never get anything right, even if they spend 100 years in government. What is the reason for subsidy? It is fuel importation. They promise to build refinery every year. What is delaying it? The money they want to spend on Air Nigeria. Why not use it to build refinery? Failure government, they will continue to fail. On this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen until I come your way next time. Enjoy the rest of the day.